Hello! We are live and in action. Tonight is Video Diaries live, Unfiltered style. Now, as you see in the description, we're going to do Q&A style and some other fun things. So, we're going to do that. I'm going to open up the Q&A thing. Yep. There goes the idea of Q&A style, but okay. Never mind. So, I guess what we'll do is we'll just hop to the next two things that's on here. Because this was going to be based on different aspects. So I'm going to change the description because that's where this is headed.
You got the computer hooked up?
Yep, everything is live and live. So we're going to discuss some other stuff at this point. I am going to talk inspiration and finding light on creativity. And
it's past 9.
I know. And I'm on live. I know.
Oh, you are right now?
Yep.
Okay. No.
And I'm redoing the description.
Before you go online?
Well, I'm already on live, but I'm just redoing the description anyway. Because I was going to do it when you're a co-star, but I understand.
Well, you're going to have to give Danielle or Jean if you're not going the heads up.
I know.
Anyway.
Yeah.
You know, because
And
you forgot to tell them that you were busy that weekend. So.
Oh, wait. Shout out to you all here, all watching.
I was going to give you that the 24th to the 26th, but I guess that's not going to happen either. So I guess I'll see you the next day. I'll see you this March, the beginning of March. Okay? Because, we either do 1 week or 2 weeks off. So I'm guessing,
Yeah, we'll talk more, okay?
because between the next week after it's over with and the following week is 2 weeks that we won't see each other. The 5th, the beginning of February, the end of January and the beginning of February, and then we go straight to the 12th.
Right, we'll look at the calendar together, okay? How about that?
So if we want to do it that way until you have things clear, we'll see each other every other 2 weeks.
Okay.
If we'll start like what we used to do. We won't see each other for 2 weeks and give us some time to mull everything over because,
Right, we'll talk more.
I'm not, arguing over stuff.
I understand.
You'll have your February days off after the 12th, and then we'll see each other in March. If that's how you feel about things.
Right, we'll do some more talking, okay?
No, I'm just saying that that's how you want it.
Alright, we're gonna talk more. Alright, anyway. So, what's on tap is a little changed description. Sorry about that, guys. So, this is what we're going to cover. So, it's about getting inspiration, finding light on creativity, and really finding a way of life into passion and creative life. So, we're going to get some inspiration and find some light on creativity. So, when it comes to creativity, you want to
Oh, for the love of Trinity.
finding a creative light on the process of projects and wanting to make things or to do something that is creative, something that you don't normally would do. Like having a creative career is an option in life. And I know that's something I'm trying to work on. But that's usually the hard part. But then there's another side.
Is the
Here's
volume?
Woo! I just had to do that. So, when it comes to creative career and creative everything, creative light on life is making things that express art. Now, when it comes to art, I like to change things in a way where it's fun, or you're making things that speak measures into into making a way of light and to
What are you guys doing?
Oi. I'm doing a video thing on my YouTube right now.
Oh, you watching this?
He's watching his show and I'm doing my live show over
And
here.
this is the scene that you're putting in here?
Yes.
Is this?
Yep.
But you put him back in here. Just can't fall in there.
Sorry about that.
No.
Hold on a second.
You putting in here?
Yeah.
So how are you making a noise in there?
No, he's good.
Are you hungry?
No.
I don't know what you're gonna have. Banana and jello. Let me see the noise here.
So, yeah. Sorry about that. Thinking of food makes me feel hungry again.
You want to sleep in my room? In my bed? Because there's no noise.
Yeah, I don't mind.
So I'm gonna change the pillows. Because the bed is clean and I didn't sleep there. I was sleeping in my, but I'm gonna change the pillow.
Yeah, anyway, there's so much I want to create in creative land. So, like, if you're like creating digital art, or maybe journaling, or maybe you want to do fun, creative, light on life, or you want to like channel expressionism or video or textiles, which is something that I am thinking about lately, is trying to get into that side of the craft and step away from costume design a little bit. That's kind of like my next path I'm thinking, but I need to see how to go about that right now. So that's my next thing, is to learn textiles and see how to learn the craft a bit in that sense and step away from costume design, because design is fun, but then it's like you're kind of stuck in one niche a bit. So it's okay to kind of like learn that. And then once I learned that, I'm on to my next thing of the Rainbow Bridge, and that would be textiles and just like learn the craft would be really cool. And maybe think about the next thing, maybe art school. I don't know. I haven't really made up my mind yet on that. If I were to, there's so many options out there when it comes to the whole fashion career. They say in fashion that there's no time in fashion, or there's this quote that's out there that your time is limited in the fashion world. I've learned that from somewhere. I don't know how I learned that. And that when. So that's something that I've learned along the way, is that quote that your time is limited. So that's why I want to try to do as much as I can, so I learn both sides of the craft, which is really cool. But like right now, anyway, so what I'm talking about here is the creativity of creating art. And I think doing like something with an art behind it can change things up a bit. And I think making your art your craft and learn from that, you learn so much about the art side of things, instead of, because when you're doing behind the scenes stuff, you're kind of like, it's almost like that, but it's not really. Like, you kind of like it's like expressionism. You're kind of showing your knowledge, but then you want to try to do more of the art side of things or learn the craft a bit. It's like doing the other side of things, which is really cool. And that's something that I want to see about in art. Now, that's one way to put it. Like, let's say you want to do like something that's more artistic. Instead of like showing it, you can apply it to your life. And that's a really cool way to think about art, you know? And then, how do I get my inspiration on creativity and for creating art, let's say, is I use Pinterest, and I also use everything that I've learned in all my leadership classes, because that's something I've been working on. Like, if let's say you take a leadership class and you like learn something from it, you like wind up being like, oh, I can be a leader, you know? So like I kind of put that myself in that role so I can change the way I see things, you know? So like, let's say you want to do art, that kind of art, and you want to learn the craft of something. That's the best way to go about it before you actually try to apply it in a whole different light, like I have been myself. So like, I get inspiration from Pinterest, I get YouTube, some other things, you know. So it's like everything is all based around the craft, and that's something I'm trying to do, and that's something we can all learn. It's the craft of everything, you know. So like, you're being creative in different things, but yet you want to also do learning the craft of things, which is cool, which I like, you know. So that's one way to put it. Now, the next thing we can talk about here, finding a way of life into passion and creative life. So, finding a way of life into passion. So, finding a way of life into passion is like me, what I was talking about last time we talked was based on how to like start a career for yourself and how to go about that. But let's say you want water. I'm okay. Got nothing. Just a tickle. Oi. I'm okay, guys. Don't worry. It's what happens when I talk and I wind up gagging on my own hair or something. Which is normal. Lately, I've been gagging like that, so I guess that's normal. Cheers, guys. Okay, so back to what I was covering. How to like
Well, does she snore? Are you snore too?
I don't really snore. Hold on.
Huh?
She mouth breathes.
Well, that's I
don't really snore that loud.
I sleep with my mouth open.
Just what she needs to do.
What? What's the matter?
She's doing a thing online, and
Doing
she
what?
doesn't need to tell that many people she mouth breathes.
Oh,
Yeah. Sorry about that, guys. If you heard anything. Okay. So, when it comes to like creating a passion into craft or to kind of like know how you want to bring that to life, I try to like from inspiration to making a name for yourself, but at the same time you want to like start making dreams happen. I like to create like ideas for myself or to manifest something, and I put it in my Pinterest and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do this. Okay, I'm gonna re-inspire myself. I'm gonna do all these things. And this is where I have to say, are you okay over there?
Yeah.
Okay. And don't hit your head on the TV screen while you're at it. So, what is that passion like? Is creating that mood board or having a vision for yourself and putting it all together. It's like a passion for me. Like, I love passion projects, and I think that's where my life is at right now. Honestly, I feel like if you're passionate about something and you just want to like go for it, that's always been me. Like growing up, there's this one thing that I am known for is that I always like to keep myself busy. And my whole family knows this about me, of course. So it's not like anything new to them. But like when it comes to passion, I'm like, I know to make passions happen. And I'm at a point in my life where it's like, okay, I'm 32. It's time I make a decision based off of my passions and how to go about that. And yes, maybe I kind of take it too far sometimes. And maybe I want to try another side of something. Maybe that's just me. Like I know with passion, you like learn array of stuff and having a creative process of what excites you and having to re-inspire yourself and be like, okay, I'm gonna be this. I'm gonna be this person that I see myself doing. And I kind of think of myself like that. So, like, for you, it'll be like, okay, I know I can do this in passions and passion projects, having a way to express yourself and how to, like, build upon a brand or how to do having a social media career, doing things that kind of like get me excited, which is nice. I love things that excite me, you know. I'm also known for having projects, and that's me. I'm always known to have a project that I'm passionate about and work on that. And let's say you're passionate about a project that you want to do. It can be anything, which is nice. I love being able to have a mentality of like, okay, I want to work on this passion or maybe that passion. Like everything is all in one bubble, and I'm going through the whole circle of life, circle of different hobbies that I have and things that I want to work on. And, you know, so like I've been really just focusing on that a lot. And if you start thinking about, like, okay, I'm passionate about all these different things, and then you have to make a circle, another circle, and be like, okay, these are the things that pushes my buttons. And then another one, like, who supports you in this, and things like that. How are you gonna make it, you know? And how are they gonna help you with things? And that type of deal. So if you make those circles, you'll see that you're like, okay, I see what this is. It can help you in the long run, you know? So that's how you kind of figure out what how to go about your passions, which is nice. So now we're gonna go on to the next thing, which we're gonna talk about, and that's creative life. So, creative life is when you're like really making things and you want to, like, let's say you want to start a business. Like, that's still my overall, my second dream. That's my second dream, is starting a business. Let's say that would be in entertainment and fashion. And that's my biggest dream. But in order to get to that, I need to do all the other things first. You know? Like really knowing the ins and outs of stuff. So, like, let's say creative life is like when you're really honing in on that light on creativity and having to express that somehow, and how to make it a goal or to make it a very interesting perspective. So let's say you want to do photography and you want to share that. Like, there's so many ways you can do that. You can use Instagram, you can use Facebook, you can use um, Behance, which is a really cool portfolio based social media. Um, is also good. Bullet journaling is always fun because if you look here, I have like this really cool page that I did. I have it as my background. It's like my board for the year, but like that's always fun. Like scrapbook your ideas out, which is fun. I like doing that too, which is nice. Um, let's see here. So, let's see here. We're gonna go over another way of creativity here. We're gonna go into my Pinterest though. So, aesthetic journal is a really cool way to do it. Like, you can create like a really fun aesthetic. Oh boy, I don't want to know. Okay, aesthetic journal is something that you can make, and it's all like scrapbooky, which is fun. But like, I kind of save pictures so that way I can save them and put it on a page and print it all out and use it for my bullet journal. So like, that's kind of one way to go about it. Like, journal out your stuff. Another good one is like do like a word of the year and like print out pictures based on that, or kind of like do things that are like in the creativity bubble. Um, Creative writing is another thing that I'm trying to work on, and that's like another creative life thing that you can do. Like, I'm supposed to write my script, which is really something I need to not say work on, but let's say do something about, really, because it's something. It's gonna be like a play slash movie because I want to like do both sides because I am also an independent filmmaker as well as a fashion person, so it kind of works out in my favor. So that'd be really cool to do at some point in my life to kind of like make it all happen. That might be like that. That'll probably be like later in the year if I were to make that into a play. But where I want to actually make it happen, you know. But that'll be later in my schedule and for the year. Later in the year, I'm I might put a hold on a project or two before I actually do that because I want to see about learning the craft this year. I want to try to do that, even if it's not until September. Still, you know, I want to take this time to kind of figure out my next steps in that. But like, I do want to creative write more, so like, I want to like work on those things per se. Makerspace is really cool because I'm making a makerspace in my apartment, and it's all like fashion related and kind of like creating a studio for myself. So that's something I've been trying to work on, and starting a journal and getting all that, or let's just say work on that journal, which is cool because then maybe I can have a vision of what I see, you know. So that's something. And now if I look at my 32 board, because that's my age, and I want to like, it's like a year and my age basically. So like, I want to do like a letter to myself, which is something that I am gonna do for the first time in my bullet journal. I think that would be like really cool.
Maybe help.
Yeah, make sure she doesn't fall over. Um, Movies I love, like angel numbers. Everyone believes in angel numbers in some sense, but I don't believe in angel numbers. I just believe in like numerical order of things. Dream big, work hard. That's just like my mentality if you think about it. Like creative life is really expressing those things. A little light on. Music, art things, kind of like being like this girl. Here, I'll show you this girl doing her stuff. Like, this should be me right here. You know, at home and journal out my work. But would be really cool to do. Um, Doing more like these, like scrapbooky, like with pictures, would be really cool to do. Now I'm gonna read some quotes here while we're at it to kind of make this a little bit more inspirational. So, due to personal reasons, I'm gonna keep getting harder, smarter, and more committed to my inner peace and happiness than ever before. Become the hardest working person you know. We all know that about me. Even this one knows that about me.
No comment.
Say it, truth. I know you.
No comment.
Girl, you already have what it takes. Yep, I sure do. Even when it comes to sports, I have to say that. Go for a walk, turn on happy music, eat a healthy meal, work out, text someone you love, and drink water. Yep, I feel like I'm doing that right now, but I'm not texting anybody because I already have somebody right next to me. Um, Get serious about your goals. Get serious about your peace. Get serious about your life. Get serious about yourself. Yeah, that's some stuff there. When you start taking care of yourself, you start feeling better. You start looking better, and you attract better. It all starts with you. That is true. I am qualified for the career I want. Yeah, I know I'm like the ultimate college graduate, two-time college graduate, and a leadership award recipient, and many scholarship recipients that I was once. Here's something that I'd like to do, and it's something that I'm gonna work towards. Is this adventure cup, and put all sorts of things in there, and I'm gonna try to save up for adventures. I would love to do that. A fresh start isn't a new place, it's a mindset. Exactly. It's a mindset thing. Visualize your highest self, then show up as her. Yeah, that is true. I've been doing that. I do like this. There's this album by Avril Lavigne that is so artistic. It's called Goodbye Lullaby. I feel like she's just like epitome of my life, basically. I love that album. It's so like I don't know. It's very refreshing. Okay, here's a good word for today. It says the word is wabi sabi, a way of living that focuses on finding beauty in imperfection and accepting the natural cycle of growth and decay. Nothing lasts and nothing is perfect. Yeah, that is true. Now, here's a good quote. Stop waiting for Friday, for summer, for someone to fall in love with you, for life. Happiness achieved when you stop waiting for it and make the most of the moment you are in now. Yep, I've been living that. That is true. Let's see. I also want to be this girl, which is cool, with her art in a studio. Even if I have to create my own studio, that's okay. But like, I want to be that girl as well. And then I want to like have these fun books with the little hearts. It's like a little book collection, like starting a little book collection on things. So now, as we slowly approach the next set of minutes here, we're gonna do. Wait, no, that's 5 months ago, so we don't need that anymore. But let's go into the 2023 board as my foot falls asleep here. Um, so we're gonna show some things here. What is on the page for 2023? Well, we have this picture. I like that because then I can be like outside doing stuff on my computer. Um, a girl holding her camera because I want to like do more with filming, but that's a whole nother side of life that we all need to know about, of course. Um, let's see. Like collecting or shopping or whatever this may be. Like kind of like finding some artistic stuff would be really cool to do. Doing some kind of picnic or feast outside would be fun to do this year. Um, let's see what else is here. Oh, here's a quote. Remember that once you dreamed of being where you are now. Exactly. I like this picture of this girl because it's like inspires me for fitness. Um, another good one would be traveling. I would love to do that. So here's a travel pic. I want to see Ashley because I haven't seen her since the last time I saw her years ago. And then I want to go to Florida. But we'll see what happens with those two things. Isn't that the guy that I saw that one time, hun?
Why are you telling me?
In one of your shows? I'm trying to remember. I just had to say that. I'm just wondering.
Just concentrate on what you're doing.
Okay. Then we have boxing. I love sports, so sports is important too in my life as well. I'm trying to work on my sports. This will start up again in June, right after basketball season, which I'm still working on right now. We're gonna get myself back into that because the last couple times I've been kind of like not myself with lately. But I'm gonna get myself back into it. So watch for that kind of content because that'll be like really cool if do like a whole basketball thing on my channel. I would like to continue to eat healthy and eat more produce, so this is kind of like inspiration for that. Um, do more with my keyboard and play more music will be fun and record it, so that way it's more like original. I want to take these fun pictures, which would be fun as well. The word consistency is something that needs to be important, manifested in, which is nice. Then we have these books. Yes, I like going to the library and study there, and then I'm like learning everything that I need to know in between fashion and everything else that I need to know for fashion. Yeah, I am learning all the ins and outs, basically. And then I want to be this girl who meditates more because I need that in my life. And I used to do that and I don't know what happened. So hopefully that inspires you to bring inner peace. And to do more writing. Like this kind of writing, of course. But yeah. Now that we're at 43 minutes, we can kind of take this video diary to the next step. So that's to breathe in some light of creativity, life into you, of some ways to get into that. Now, I'm going to show off my bullet journal and the latest spreads that I have done. So I'm going to show off some of my spreads that I did currently in here. So we have, like I showed you on my phone, we have that in here. We have my cozy winter, all the cozy winter things that I want to do each day. So we have Monday's movies, Tuesday's tunes, Wednesday's workouts, Thursday's tasty, Friday is freedom, Saturday self-care, and Sunday is soul search. Which is right on for cozy winter. I still have to work on this board, and that's my word of the year, and which is explore. And then we have getting re-inspired, because I feel like getting re-inspired is always important. So I'm going to read each one. This one is fearless motivation, read a good book, library, positive life quotes, soul search Sunday, get creative outdoors, cozy nights in, taking fun road trips, cozy fun activities, and beautiful views. And taking road trips, if I didn't say it yet. Hold on. Again with the gagging.
Hold your hands up. You know it's not from me.
I think it's because maybe it's that I have a long hair in me and I don't even notice.
That's because she's talking. Because she keeping talking. No?
Gagging on air here.
What? Was you gonna have something before you want me to do the banana
Yeah,
and the jello?
yeah.
Did you want to have something before you go to sleep?
Yeah, I'll have a cookie.
A cookie?
Yes.
Those cookies that you brought?
Yes.
I had one.
Yeah, was it good?
Too blue. I ate the white part. I didn't like the blue one.
Oh,
Sugar.
maybe it'll keep me awake for a little while. And then I did family time, which we have. So we have everybody here. My Rock family, Peace family, my family. We have Kaylee in here. And then we have me and Mike over here. Got me and Mike a couple times, actually, for that matter. Actually, 3 times, now that I look at this. But I do have some of my girls in here. And my guy friends and everybody. This one I'm going to keep to me, which I'll show him what I did in here. If you look here, I did a whole thing on Billie Eilish. So I'm going to read this. Okay, so Billie Eilish. Music inspiration. Favorite song is Bad Guy. She has a disability, Tourette syndrome, and synesthesia. My favorite album from her is When We All Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go? And some cool facts I like about her. I love the song Ocean Eyes that she wrote. Her brother Phineas helped his sister get into the industry. Now I wish I had that in a way to get into the fashion industry. For me, maybe I could look up to some people and work with me. Now, these are the next 2 spreads that I did to inspire you all. We have Olivia Bridges Fisher. I'm going to do a whole About Me page. And then we have Ready to Just Change the World. Send the positive vibes for my future. And then letter to myself. Future. So I'm going to write a little letter to myself at some point and I'm going to put it in there. And I like the quote that I have on top, which I'll read. I am a strong woman. Everything that's hit me in life I've dealt with. I've cried myself to sleep, picked myself back up, and wiped my tears. I've grown from things that were meant to break me. I get stronger by the day and have God to thank for that. Which is true. And that's where we're at with my journal so far. As we slowly approach ending of tonight's episode, I do have to say that I am well aware I have not even spoken about my New Year's resolutions yet. So, what I'm gonna share is to have time for career opportunities, having a life separate from family, continue creative writing, reconnect with old hobbies and interests, lose a ton more weight, downsize my apartment, cook instead of easy food, start using a regular planner, post more on YouTube, which you'll expect pretty as we go about things. I already talked about planning and traveling to see my best friends and my solo trip. Do things with friends more often. Work on the uh, I'm just gonna do the sign for this letter without me having to say it out loud on here. But it starts with an M and it's with someone that's right next to me. Um, have a bigger budget so I'm prepared for future. Take more pictures, which I'm trying to do more of. Plan apps that save money more. I want to do that because that's important right now. And then I want to volunteer more often, which is something that I want to try to do, even if it's like with Piece by Piece or with maybe with other staff people or maybe with people I love. I want to try to do that, which would be nice. And now for the next month over, not that I'm saying it's almost February or anything like that, but I have each day being a way to kind of like, there's this thing that I did last year, and that was be your own Valentine, and that was fun. So I kind of want to do something like that, almost, but not really. I want to kind of take a page out of like my challenges that I've done before and do them again, which is nice. So I want to do that come February. So the first 7 days would be this: crafty day, first film shoot, shopping day for Valentine's Day, manifest my explorer, cook a fun meal, paint a picture for my hallway, and plan out fun activities. So those are the first 7 that I'll release to you all for February. My first 7. Now, hopefully this all inspire you all to think about the cool things that get me excited in life. As we slowly wrap up the show, it's time to cover all aspects of the creative universe and starting really cool aesthetics and projects and having this passion life we all need to see, because I feel like it's time that we see that, like creative is a good way to like spend time doing, and that's something I've been trying to hone in on more, and I think learning that would be really cool, and learning the art and craft. Anyway, creating the craft is like getting inspired and getting excited about things, which is nice, you know? So, as we slowly approach ending of the show, we want to try to get excited about my next set of projects, which I have not really mentioned, but I do know I want to do them at home. And then I also want to do some that's more on the side of learning the craft of things. Anyway, hopefully this all inspired you all to figure out your art, your passion, your creative journey, and how you want to go about creativity and how to get there. You know, it's all about the beginning of new things. It's a new year for new projects. New year, new progress. New year, new memories. New year, and light. New light. New year, new trends. And I know when you're a creative person, you have to know all your. I feel like that's like a way of knowing what kind of creativity you want to make. You know, being a creative muse is something that is also a creative life thing. Like, finding that creative muse is really a new thing that I want to try as well. And learning really cool things about the different things I the different things that can help with expressing art and the craft and learning that aspect of your career. And it's cool when you just want to like have fun and be your own expressionist at this point, I should say. Now, as we slowly wrap this up, I know I said this like probably 100 times by now. Um, I love when I can I love when we can try to embody the fun stuff that's different and exciting as starting to make a name for yourself and knowing what you want is an aspect to share. So, hopefully, that gets everybody excited. And what's next? Like, creative careers are always fun, but at the same time, creative projects and just kind of like going about it on your own is always fun too, which is nice. I like having to share these things that everybody. Now, hopefully, this all took away from how to go about the next set of career, I should say, creativity advice, which is nice. You know, hopefully, you find this inspiring to start your own creative journey and passion projects and things that get you excited in different ways. Thank you for joining in. This was so much fun in making. Love you all and see you all soon in the next Video Diaries Live.